Bonnie here with Know and Grow. You can't live what you don't know. It's almost Valentine's Day, and if you haven't gotten something yet for that special someone in your life, I have just a few ideas. Let's get right to it. We're going to start with a book called Please Listen to Me, A Christian's Guide to Reflective Listening. Here it is. And it's written by a friend of ours, a dear friend of ours, Dick Fetzer. Some of you have heard him. Some of you have been at the same church he's been at. And we are delighted to have an interview coming up very soon with him. And you'll get to hear directly from him about this book. If you want to get the book ahead of time and go over it, so you might have some thoughts and some questions and some things that might get answered by actually hearing him talk about it, that would be great. And we're going to have another interview with Frank Shelton. And the book that he has recently written is called Urgency, Heaven or Hell. That's a cool title too. And he has so much in that book. It's full of stories. If you like stories, if having, it's almost like testimonies. And so you'll be uplifted as you read that book. And if you want to get it ahead of time and go over it some, I'll have a link to it in the description. And we're looking forward to that interview with Frank Shelton. A book that I read not too long ago and I really liked is When Less Becomes More. And that's by Emily Lee. And that just helped me a lot with thinking about what's important in my life, what I need to be spending more time on or less time on. And it really is helpful if you're trying to deal with time management and if you're stressed by having so many things on your plate. It's really, really good. And again, that link will be in the description. My most recent book is a book by Robert Morris, which many of you have heard of him, and it's called Take the Day Off. And that goes into the Sabbath. I know a lot of you think, well, the Sabbath was an Old Testament concept, and we don't really need to follow it. We don't have to follow the law, but you'd be surprised what he has to say about the Sabbath and its value and its place in our lives. In fact, we really show that we're trusting God when we actually take a day and do nothing, even though you think you have so much on your plate. And the last one I'm going to show you is the way I'm going through the Bible in 2022 is the 1 year chronological Bible. And when you go to the link, it might look different than this. I think the latest version might have a different cover, but it's really, really good. The Bible, you know, isn't done chronologically. There's some parts are dated here, and then there's a part that's dated somewhere else, and somewhere else. And so this kind of a Bible takes it and lines it all up as it actually happened. That's really, really interesting to do it that way. And another thing I want to show you is, let me get to it here. A possibility for gifts is this Bible highlighting set. Some of them are out. I have, the way I'm going through the Bible is I have these 3 that I get out. And the purple is just for things that hit me, that strike me, that just really speak to me. And the orange I use because whenever it says that God appeared to someone or spoke to someone, I like to highlight that to see, and it's surprising, I'm at the point now where it's with Moses, and I feel bad for all the people who came before that because they didn't seem to always hear God talk to them or have an appearance quite nearly as often, but Moses is like over and over and over. God's speaking to Moses. So that I found that interesting. And the blue I am using whenever it says something like that the Egyptians might know, or that you might know. I mark it in blue. And there's other places in the Bible where it talks about that the world might know. In fact, there was a series long ago we did in one of our churches, and I wish I could get my hands on it. It was, I think the title of it was That the World Might Know. And a lot of, pretty much everything God does is so that the world might know, or that some individual or a group of people or you might know. And we can know much more than we think we can. God wants to share with us so that we can know and grow. You can't live what you don't know. So that's what I use the blue highlighter for. And last of all, I'm going to share with you this tote bag. I've shared it with you. A couple of these things I shared way back before Mother's Day of last year. And I just want to say, I actually did an unboxing of the tote bag, and I really like it. I use it regularly. I really like it. It holds just enough of the things that I want to take if I go to church, and like a notebook and a Bible and those kind of little things, or if I'm going somewhere where I just maybe I'm going to a coffee shop or something and I want to read or have my devotions or something. It's perfect. And let me also say that it comes in many different colors, and that there are actually other sizes for it. So if you Google it, or on Amazon actually look for other sizes, you can actually find other sizes. So those are the things I wanted to share with you. I'll have links to all of them in the description, and of course I'll have the link that takes you to my page where I have all kinds of books, journals, Bibles, accessories, devotionals. So there's way more than these handful of things that I showed you today, way more. So if you need an idea, it's coming up very quickly, so make a decision quickly. You know what, and I want to add that I am an Amazon affiliate, which means that if you go in through one of my links, or if you are on my website and you go in through one of my links there, like if you're on the page that has all those items and you click on one of them, it will take you into Amazon. And if you go through that way, I will get a very small commission, but every little bit helps. And the cool thing is, if after you've gone in through my link, maybe you don't want any of the things that were on my site, but then you click something else, something that you've been looking for, maybe you've been thinking you might need or that you want, and you go find that and purchase it. Even if you purchase that, I'll get a small commission. So I mean, technically you could, every time you go to shop on Amazon, you could go in through one of my links and then purchase what you want, and that would help me. So, and that's just something I wanted to share with you. So, happy Valentine's Day. Spend it with your loved one. Have a wonderful time. I love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.